Been 9 years since the last release of a game in the Pokemon Kaizo series. Finally, we get to play the newest edition in this ongoing series of hardest ROM hacks ever. We're hardcore nuzlocking, we're not using a damage calculator, we have no idea what fights look like that we haven't fought yet. Welcome to Platinum Kaizo. Let's lock in on this attempt, yo. I did check the most recent episode of pChal Daily, which was the first episode of the gamer charity race. I know I shouldn't, but people in chat yesterday were saying there's a lot of chud comments on there. Honestly, not as bad as I expected. Most people there were very good and very positive. It was actually a positive experience. It was just like, honestly, like single digit amount of people that were just being chuds about it, which I do want to remind those people that you're not welcome on the channel. If you describe streaming for an LGBTQ charity as pushing a political agenda, you're fucking crazy. And I don't want you in my audience. Okay, this attempt is really cool. It's a monkey attempt. It's also an Azuless attempt because I wanted to search for a Gibble answer early, I guess. We do have Super Slamma, 6 attack IV. We have early Chikorita, which is insane. This thing kind of sucks, unfortunately, with the adamant nature. That's okay. This monkey is horrible. It's minus speed, unfortunately. The IVs are like decent though. Really good cat. Rash nature 3129. Insane Fluffy. Decent enough Sandshrew. The minus speed actually kind of hurts. It's crazy how you want like every single stat on Sandslash except for special attack. And then we have some premium delay slop in Starly, which we encountered before we could encounter a Honey Tree encounter, which kind of sucks. And this fucking Shinx. Jolly nature, 31 attack. This is the nuts. Well, depending, we don't know the ability yet that's gonna have as Luxray. It could be Tinted Lens or Reckless. If this is Reckless, this is the absolute nuts. But I really want to try to get an attempt with a Shinx inbox past Fantina. Because Luxray just goes absolutely insane on Mailing Split if you delay the evolution until then. One more thing to note about this attempt. I've started delaying route 218, which is where Caestus lives. Instead, I will try to fish for it in Ravaged Path, which is normally where I Rock Smash, just because if we fish on 218 with a good rod, we can get some really strong Swift Swimmers for the rain section. Delibird is jolly with pretty decent stats. Minus special attack isn't great on this, but it's also not terrible. And plus speed is like kind of nice. Pretty decent stuff. I think we are this is a scaling box, and now our goal is just to get through early game as safely as possible. We are, I guess, like in terms of progression, we just got Sandshrew in Orberg Gate, and we still have to do the trainers there. If I had to put together a Rourke team right now, I would kind of struggle. The main problem, as always, is Laleep. I'm not sure what we can get. Maybe like Grimer can save us. Maybe Aeron, like a good Aeron can save us. Worst case, we might have to roll Ravaged Path and then just not have Seeking. It would be a shame if this run died to Rourke. But I mean, that's just the nature of these like scaling runs. It's definitely one of the boxes where I wish it was a turtle attempt. Yeah, the biggest problem with not pulling Seeking and Ravaged Path is that I probably don't get Ludicolo, because I'll probably fish up Seeking in Eterna City then. Yeah, it kind of has to be pretty much Aeron or Grimer, I think. I'm also not sure who leads on this team. We might do some like crazy Switch AI monkey lead but we'll see. Let's just like carefully and slowly and methodically advance to like maximize our win chances with this box, because we've been given some pretty good stuff here, so let's not throw this away. What's the Drayano Gauntlet people always ask about? It's 4 difficult ROM hacks. I have to beat them all in a row. If I wipe at any point, I have to go back to the very beginning. Hardcore Nuzlocke, no damage calc. This is the Drayano Gauntlet people always ask about. It's also a video that's going to come out in about like 2028 or something, so stay tuned for that one. I played a few more rounds of Marvel Rivals last night, and I think I kind of realized playing that video game kind of feels like smashing action figures into each other. Man, that game has like no strategic depth, bro. It's kind of crazy. It's like, I heard myself in a Discord voice chat say, ah, fuck, I got hit by Iron Man ult, and I wanted to f***ing die. I wanted to Elta 4 out of the game immediately. Do you work daily on the Drayano Gauntlet video and then go live at night? I mean, that's the vision. Let's put it that way. You know, you just want to play League? I really don't. I want to play Deadlock with my girlfriend and my friends, but then I go to that game and it's like, well, I have to learn like a whole new MOBA. Do you know how hard that is at the age of 31 to learn a new MOBA? And the f***ed up part is, I was also dog shit at League, even though I played it for like, I played League for like 12 years and didn't make it out of Emerald, bro. Like, it's not like I'm good at like MOBAs. And then I'm also even more dog shit than that at shooters. I'm like one of the worst shooter players I've ever seen in my life. And I've never played a shooter on like Source Engine, so I don't know any of the movement shit. But my girlfriend really likes the gender ambiguous demon characters, and like I can kind of vibe with that. So I guess we're playing it anyway. It just like, it really does feel like I'd have to quit my job to learn this game, man. It looks like a incredible game. Like if you really want like a new multiplayer game with like insane, just absolutely crazy amounts of like depth. I don't think I've seen anything like it in the past like 10 years of new multiplayer games coming out. I don't know, I feel like PoE 2 took me like 100 hours of playtime to kind of get. Like I feel like I just understand endgame now, like SSF stuff. I feel like Deadlock I could put 1,000 hours into and just still be complete dog shit at. Bro, my boys are playing the new WoW retail season. I thought I might give it a go with them, download the game, logged on, and just went, nah, not keen to redo my UI or learn a new rotation. I'm 32, is it over for me? Yeah, it's not over for you. You just got to find different games that are fun, man. Like, it's only a matter of time before I latch onto like a new roguelike that I can sink like 400 hours into. That's never going to be a problem for me. I think my issue, honestly, with something like Deadlock is probably that, like, I'm like, I don't know if you're understanding this about me. It's something I keep repeating. I'm not good at video games. I'm good at like video games that I can sit down and like grind for like 2,000 hours or whatever. I have a lot of patience. That's my like biggest skill as a gamer. I have like crazy frustration tolerance, but it feels like the problem is like I'm just at the age where like I can sit down and like learn a new game and take my time with it and stuff and just like accept that I'm dog shit at and just take it at my own pace. But when you're playing like a 6v6 MOBA shooter, it just feels like there is so much pressure on you to be good. I played like 3 games against bots and I was like, okay, well, this isn't fun either. Like the bots are not good enough for that. The path blocked by fallen trees is not the end of the journey. It is the invitation to cut a new one. Frustration marks the place where invention must begin. Now that's fucking true. That's true. That's pretty true. That's true, dude. That's true. That's pretty true. That's true. That's how it is, dude. Someone who's blissfully bad at Deadlock, it's just as fun as playing in the lower mid elo. I just feel like as a MOBA, because there's so much focus on like playing the map and farming and like, you know, playing like efficiently econ wise, I don't know how much fun I have in those games being bad, I guess. It feels like in order to get like a lot of dopamine from performing well in a game like that, you have to understand the game to a pretty good degree, I think. Like in Marvel Rivals, you like press fucking, I don't know, Scarlet Witchell and you kill like 4 people and you're like, yo! And obviously that dopamine hit is good, but it's not like very sustainable. It's gonna wear off pretty quickly. But it really does feel like in order to feel like I'm dominating a game, even in like League of Legends, like it's just like that my brain has played that game for like 11 years. So like, wait, at this point, like 15 years. It's not just like, oh, you did like a crazy outplay in like a 2v2 position. It's like you're playing the map so much better than the enemy support and are like getting your team ahead in ways that like are like beyond the like micro. It's kind of like StarCraft, which I did play a lot, when you just like kind of out macro someone. And I just think that like it feels like you have to get so much understanding of the game in order to not just perform that, but also understand when you're doing it. You've been playing since season 2. I've been playing since season 1, but I do also have Victorious Janna, you know. That like is a perfect mix of macro and micro. You can easily get highest rank by just playing one to perfection. Well, the issue is I can't be good at micro in a shooter, so it has to be the macro, you know? So I just have to like start understanding the game. I don't know, but maybe that'll be fun for me. Who knows? I'll give it a few more goes for sure. I really don't like leading monkey here. It makes XP management really hard. What was my plan for this fucking spoink? I should have brought Meowth, man. Future sight me? Is this thick fat? Oh, fuck, I should have clicked Gust. I've never used an ice move on this before. I'm so fucking washed. Yeah, this should be Meowth and not Delibird here. Next Bontank's Future Sight and Bounce. Good luck, Skitty. Good luck, Love Disc. It's Confusion and Future Sight, that's even worse. Good luck, Love Disc. Okay. The Seas kill maybe, so no Teeter Dance here. I might have trouble killing Wingull now. Okay, that's perfect. Let's think about this Future Sight. I think I want this to hit when Spoink dies, and I want it to hit Skitty. So I should go for the Fake Out. Okay, looks like Quick Attack will kill. Okay. Level 14 Sandshrew. We don't have the level 15 Power Spike, guys. But I think Sandshrew XP management can be a little tricky here. For those of you that weren't there yesterday, I learned something about how Pokemon damage works. I'll make like a whole short about this and I'll formalize this a little bit more, but this has actually kind of rocked my world. This is like, I somehow didn't learn this in my 10 years of Pokemon, and somebody brought this up in chat and I thought they were trolling. But because of the way that damage calculation scales with level, specifically in Pokemon, there are certain breakpoints just because of how the fractions work out. Like the jump from one level to another, in terms of how much damage your Pokemon does, is way higher for certain levels than for others. Specifically, all levels ending in... It's 0, 3, 5, 8, I think, will have much drastically higher jumps in terms of damage output. And 0 and 5 have bigger jumps than 3 and 8. Yeah. It only applies for offensive damage calculation, though. Basically, there's a factor at the beginning of damage calculation that is just dependent on your level. And because of the way that the fractions work out, there's certain numbers. Because decimals are dropped in Pokemon. When you get over a certain threshold to the next number, that multiplier is just higher. You've like maybe noticed this if you play Run and Bun or something, where like you're like changing your Pokemon's level to figure out when you get the 1-hit KO, and there are certain levels where like you barely get any damage, but if you add another level, certainly the damage jumps up by quite a lot, and that's probably what's happening. So basically, yeah, the takeaway is like damage scaling with levels is not linear, and you want to try to hit certain breakpoints. So specifically on Roark Split, this matters for getting your Pokemon level 15 instead of level 14. All level 25 for Mars. Yeah, that's a big one. It does happen that like a lot of the level caps, like specifically for the splits that we play the most, Gardenia and Fantina split, both have level caps that end in 8. So there's like there's like extra pressure on you to get to the level cap because that level also happens to be one of those power spikes. Which makes me wonder if it's intentional, but it's not common enough for me to say that for sure. Sorry, I'm playing really slow today. I just want to make like sure that I don't throw this attempt away. I know I have a kill on this. I'm just thinking about if I want to split up this XP. I feel like Delibird XP is valuable. Are there any examples where leveling up actually wouldn't increase your damage? Well, yes. Like damage also obviously depends on your offensive stat, right? So there would be, I'm pretty sure there are certain thresholds where like the increase in both the level and the offensive stat don't roll over enough to actually change a damage roll. I'm pretty sure that can happen. Like I'm pretty sure I've seen that happen in damage calcs. I'm turning 30 soon. Does that mean I can expect a big power boost? If by big power boost you mean like some and random, like really slightly annoying health issue that'll be with you until the like day you die. That's pretty much what you can expect, yeah. I think I mostly rolled into like sleep apnea, and then also I think I have like an ankle thing going on that just pops up randomly. Although the sleep apnea did get better when I lost weight, like a lot better, but I know it'll pop back up. You quit rock climbing? Yeah, it wasn't really doable with my schedule, unfortunately. Still in favor of routing for Magby over Vulpix personally. I'm really glad I did that VOD review yesterday because it really reaffirmed like the value that certain Pokemon have, even like Seeking and stuff like that. Like I kind of know that I do want a Seeking eventually. I mean, and then like Ludicolo was really big, Meganium obviously, but even stuff like Magmar, like just watching like a beginning to end run like that in one session really highlights like the role that some Pokemon play, and that some Pokemon are overrated. Like I'm actually kind of starting to be pulled over to the side that I have maybe been overrating at least early game Shuckle a little bit. I did notice Brawn a lot, but it's mostly I maintain what I said about it a while ago, where it's like it gives you so many early game routing options because you're not like f***ing over your routing because you're desperate for like certain answers on Rourke, because it can like answer pretty much every Pokemon on Rourke. But I noticed it come out like a lot. I noticed I would like load up a fight in the VOD and I'd be like, oh, I wonder how I beat this, and it's like, oh, it's Brawn. All caps, hello, I'm new here, nice to meet you all. Seems good. What a nice first time message. Surely this chatter will be a productive member of the community. Learning any particular songs on the piano right now? I'm still on Cantaloupe Island, but I also randomly had the idea of learning the Better Call Saul themes. I've been trying to play that for the past 2 days. It's pretty easy. Just getting the rhythm right is always impossible for me. I like the Better Call Saul theme, man. Bow. Bow, 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 bow. It's a good theme. It's just a nice, cute jingle to be able to play on the piano. What are we calling this, y'all? What is the Anubis posting nickname for Magby and Magmar? Ducky, Boobhead, Maggie, Magcargo, Kappa, Flamethrower, Harry Styles, Magma Baby, Daffy Duck, Butthead is probably it. Pompeii. Okay. You. KFC and Oven. It's gotta be Butthead. Thank you Orc Sports for this nickname on Patreon. Patreon.com/pChal to submit your nicknames. Become a tier 1 patron on patreon.com/pChal, and then go to pChal.tv, connect your Patreon account, and then you can submit a nickname for any Pokemon I might be able to catch in Platinum Kaizo. Like how it cuts off mid-note, I really unironically like that. Yeah, it's cool. Good show. Good f***ing show. It's a little, you know, Reddit, but it's really good. Dude, I can only get like plus speed and plus special attack and plus attack Magbies. It's crazy. I guess plus special attack doesn't really matter on this unless you go for the overheat delay. 2 speed IV. Okay, this is probably one of the slower Magbies I've had. 10. This is one of the... This Magby is not bad, and it's like maybe the worst one I've ever had. Do you prefer Breaking Bad over BCS? Absolutely not. Especially after like rewatching Breaking Bad again. After Better Call Saul finished. It's actually not even remotely close for me. I'm at the point where I feel like I think the only parts of Breaking Bad that I like thoroughly enjoyed were like the early season Jesse Walter interactions. I was doing a bit in the Marvel Rivals lobby with my friend last night. We're just like, I would always get on the mic and go like, yo, Mr. White, we gotta push the point, Mr. White. Nobody f***ed with it, man. Nobody thought it was funny. Not a single reaction. And it's not even that they didn't think it was funny. I didn't get a single reaction in like 6 games. The people there are dead, man. At least call me that I'm cringe. It's like dead internet theory, bro. At least call me cringe or something. I really need like Aeron or something. I didn't think about time of day, actually. It's daytime right now. I want highest possible Aeron chance, so I should do daytime. And I also have the Magby dupe. Yeah, okay, perfect. Aeron chance is pretty decent here, I think. We're getting Zubat. I don't think this run can handle more delay slop, man. I think we're all filled up on that. Okay, nice. I don't even think this matchup is like guaranteed with a leap, right? I think you need like good stats on this. We got Onra, Rastafarian, Aaron. I think that's the one, probably. I think the patron that submitted spelled it like this. I guess that does make it more clear. Impish is really fucking good. Holy shit. 0 attack. 22 HP, 22 special defense, 19 speed. This feels like it'll do well in the Lilip matchup. If I feel that this does okay in the Lilip matchup, what does my Rourke team look like now? So we can decide if I need to get Orberg City or not. I think we gotta get City. Aaron is at least +1 on the Rock Smash table. If the upside of delaying City is exactly if I get a poison type, basically if I get Grimer or Coughing from Jubilife, I can Rock Smash here instead. I'm just gonna roll it, I think. Okay, that's a Shuckle answer. C'est son passe in. Obviously, C'est son passe is not Anubis posting. Knows French. C'est son bon. Squidward. Rudolph. Groucho. I think Rudolph, Groucho, and Squidward are all pretty good shouts. Let's do Groucho. Bashful. Good IVs, holy. That's actually a decent enough Rourke team. Think death is ever gonna be possible in this game? Yeah, for sure. People have completed like crazy feats of like run and bun and EK that we always all said that were never gonna be possible, so. Okay, time for the not so fun part. Go to movie snacks. If it's a theater I trust with the popcorn, as in I know I'm gonna get fresh warm popcorn, I'll get some salty popcorn, and I'll also, if I'm feeling feisty, get a pack of sour gummies, and then I'll mix it up a little bit. Bite of popcorn, bite of sour candy, completely different textures and flavor profiles. It's kind of lit. Kind of helps when you're a little under stimmy. Now, when I go to the US, and I praised LA theaters the other day, but like the fact that you guys actually get chicken strips at the fucking movie theater is crazy. We got movie theater nachos here. It's a thing. I'm already like a little bit opposed because you can kind of smell them like if you're on like 5C, you can definitely smell the nachos on 10C. Oh man, there was a time where one of my local theaters had a thing where you could get currywurst, which is this like cut up sausage in like a sauce, and it's like microwaved. It smelled so bad. The entire fucking theater. They retired that one real quick. Staff in my local movie theater just low-key let food in. That's pretty based. But yeah, you can't be bringing like a doner kebab into the theater. I think one of my friends did that once. What do we have? Orange juice and apple juice, no banana juice? I've seen banana juice at the store for sure. You never get like a kiba? Half banana juice, half cherry juice? Hot dog water counts as a drink and the website says drinks are allowed. It's crazy because I read that and I was like, damn, W deep cut to like a Reddit copy pasta. And then I realized that I wrote that. And it's not a Reddit copy pasta at all. It is literally just a quote from the Emerald Kaizo video. Also, saying all caps ew when somebody proposes like mixing 2 fruit juices is crazy, man. You need to like stop eating like TV dinners. I don't know what to tell you. Me when I fucking love scurvy, yeah. Like I'm not even gonna name specific like fruits. Literally 2 juices of any fruit, mix them together, it's gonna be awesome. Your plant's still alive? All of them, baby. All of them. My Alocasia did the thing again where it got like 2 new leaves and then it just like killed 2 old ones. It's kind of beast like that, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of how I'm trying to be. You gotta kill your darlings to make room for more, you know? Where can I find banana juice in the US? How the fuck would I know that? What? Oh, update on the washer dryer situation, by the way. I'll tell you guys after this fight though. XP looking sus. My XP management on Rourke Split has been not perfect, but like 90% perfect. If anything, not aggressive enough for the past like 4 attempts, I would say. Like this is not hard. Better kill. Nice. Oh, should I have pivoted there actually? Did I even have a pivot? I don't think I had a pivot. If I'm dead to crit, I'm just gonna full risk the Delibird, I think. I should have taken 5 spikes damage. So I took 12 from this karate chop. Okay. Well, Now I can maybe just kill it with Monferno's secret power, actually, huh? I don't care if this over levels. This isn't coming to Rourke. Okay, these actually, unironically, if you account for spikes damage, basically take the same damage here. Well, when you put it that way, I wouldn't expect Monferno to die to a crit here, so there's no way Delibird dies if they have, like, essentially the same fucking bulk here. Easy. Okay, that's really good to know. Let's write that down. This should see kill too, right? This is actually really good. Because now this can't be swagger. Nice. No. I'm actually a little bit worried about my Love Disc XP management now that I'm no longer getting Goldeen. That's kind of out of whack. So I was really brave yesterday. So for those that don't know, there's a situation in my building where there's new neighbors that moved in. It's a very small amount of units in the building. The way it works in German apartment buildings is there will often be a shared space in the basement where you can put your own washer and dryer. And they're hooked up to your own electricity thing. It's just how it works here. And the new people that moved in were American, and they were just using my washer dryer because they thought it was communal. And I was like, how the f do I bring this? Like, this is just so awkward because I hadn't introduced myself to them yet or whatever. Sorry, can you talk a little bit about how polyamorous relationships work where you live? Like in Stuttgart? I don't think it's any different than any other German city, man. Sorry, this is a funny question. Well, it depends on how big the computer science department in your local university is. I didn't introduce myself to them yet because my oven's broken right now. And so I wanted to bake them cookies and then I couldn't, and then I kind of put it off. And then I was like, well, I can't, like, I have to go introduce, I have to do this social interaction now because, like, the longer I leave this running, the more awkward it's going to be. Because I need to tell these people that they need to buy their own washer dryer. So yesterday I was really brave and I went over there and I was like, hey, you know, it's me, I'm pChal. I didn't say that. Anyway, I was like, hey, nice to meet you, blah, blah. I'm your neighbor. If there's anything you need, if there's anything, like, if you have any questions, you can always hit me up, blah, blah, blah. By the way, can you stop using my washing machine and my dryer? And I explained it to them, and I explained to them that was a cultural difference. Chat was really helpful here by explaining to me the cultural difference, so I explained that. And it was really awkward. And he seemed initially almost a little bit defensive about it. He was like, well, the landlord told me this was like a communal thing. And I'm pretty sure that the landlord just told him it's a communal space because he didn't know about the cultural difference there. I go back. It's a little awkward on the goodbyes or whatever. I'm like, hey, but don't worry about it, blah, blah, blah. I go. And today there's a ring at my door. It's the guy again. They've got 2 kids, okay? So it's the dad and 2 kids. And I'm like, yo, what's up? And he's like, hey, man, just wanted to say again, sorry for the mix-up. And then he offered me, because he's American, so he can, like, get stuff from the army base that you can't get in Germany normally, because that's how those army bases apparently work. And he was like, can I, listen, man, sorry about the mix-up or whatever, can I get you anything? Like, can I get you any drinks, or any booze or anything? Offering a German, American beer is crazy. I thought about it for a second. I was like, should I do like the polite thing where I like just like decline? I'm like, oh no, you don't need to. It's all good. And I was like, you know what? Can you just get me a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos? He's like, yeah, man. So the way I kind of analyze this social interaction, 1, I get a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which is awesome. And 2, I feel like I actually make him feel better about this awkward situation by making him do me a favor. and then he points to one of his kids and he's like, yo, this one actually and I couldn't believe this happened. He said, this one actually collects Pokemon cards. And I heard from a little birdie that you're a content creator, right? And I'm like, please, this can't be happening. I think my landlord snitched. I don't think it's the kid. That's not what the interaction was. The kid definitely didn't know me. Because I think the kid asked the dad if I did stuff with Pokemon cards. He was like, no, no, no. And then the dad was like, no, he plays the video games. So he fucking knows. What the
Nightmare situation FR.
He might be watching right now. What's up, man? Lovely interaction. Come over for dinner sometime. I make a lovely osabuco. Legit question about the cookies thing. Do you think it's rude if you give your neighbors the pre-made dough? I thought I understood it, and then you said after you bake it. Oh. I mean, that's still nice. No. They're asking like the store-bought like cookie dough mix is what they're asking. That's fine. What I was gonna say, because chat is question marking, I would fucking love to get a bowl of cookie dough. Are you serious? That's way better than getting cookies. My friend did this for me once. I have this friend that lives nearby. She like cooks like a lot, and she'll always be like, hey, I made extra, whatever. You want to come over? Fantastic. Love her to death. And one time she was like, I made a bunch of cookie dough. I will bring you in freezer bags in like the little pucks or whatever. I will bring you like 20 pieces of cookie dough that you can put in your freezer and just bake whenever. One of the sickest things I've ever gotten. I had freshly baked cookies every night for like a month. I think you gift like a plate of cookies and then you're like, do you want more? If you want to make more, I have more dough. I think that's a goated strat, actually. I probably wouldn't do it as an introductory gift. That's true. What I do, I've done this for previous neighbors in the past. When I give them the cookies, I add a little note that has my phone number on it, and then on the other side, it's got the ingredients I put in the cookies. W neighbor. I do it because I do value having a good relationship with my neighbors, but also I have like 3 different friends at this point that will just have their birthday parties at my place. Half of my friends are like DJs and shit. We get loud as fuck, man. So you kind of gotta build up some reputation. Can't be the annoying loud guy if you're already the cookie guy. Exactly, man. And also, I stream fucking late at night and I get loud. I just, you know, if there's ever, I just want there to be a relationship there, because first apartment I ever lived in where I streamed, I don't know if anyone remembers the super old school 2017 me whispering to the mic streams. That was not a good relationship with the neighbors. Holy fuck, man. Perry's neighbor get a discount because he's so loud? There's no way. Why wouldn't they just throw him out? Does he pay extra? Does he like pay for their discount? This box is so good, man, but price of a good box without having brawn is sometimes you just have a doggish Rourke. It's really, the problem is that it's a monkey run. This matchup is really dog shit, but I have no other leads. Rocks are up. If I get really good damage rolls here, we might be fine. That's actually way better than I thought. Never mind. I kind of misjudged this matchup, I guess. I've seen this like not two-shot. My Sandshrew must have been really ass. Well, now I'm regretting not going Oron on this, I guess, but hindsight, right? This kind of sucks. I don't really have a pivot. I have to like get Aaron into Laleep on what is potentially Giga Drain. I think this can still be AP though, because I don't think the risky AI to click AP is discouraged by it being resisted. I should note down the exact stat value instead of the IV. That's kind of true. Nice. Don't boost. Cool. Insane. I could go for Deathless now. This baiting is also perfect. I do need to not miss now. This is extremely important. This gets a lot worse if I miss here. It's okay, Sand Veil's on cooldown, right? Nice. This is Corsola, right? I think this is my first time doing this matchup. Pretty good. Actually, Adamant Bayleaf kind of fucks here. That looks really good. Shuck Bob. We have Saison Pas. It's all chill. Shuckle's high defenses, low HP, so moves like Seismic Toss are really good. See if I regret I'll regret going Orin over pChal here, but I think it's really unlikely unless it's like toxic on the switch in, right? I feel like Orin just kind of outvalues it. Headcanon for how Nosepass Seismic tosses is it uses magnetic forces, like in Magneto. Fear Magneto. And I just pressed ult on in Jubilee, man. This is going pretty well, huh? Alright, we have a big decision to make now. I mean, he doesn't see any kills, and we're slower, so he won't rock polish here. There's actually like an argument here, because I think neither Oranberry nor pChal were actually likely to get value. There was actually an argument here to go Quick Claw, because he could actually rock polish on the switch if I was holding a Quick Claw. If he saw that Quick Claw would proc next turn. That's actually a cute optimization. Okay, so here's the thing. I think hard Aeron is pretty good here to greed for the Deathless. Yeah, because like this Aeron is kind of ridiculous. It's like really high HP, it's impish. And the worst case is like losing Aeron to like crit. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think I mind it that much. I don't actually value this Pokemon that highly beyond Rourke, to be honest. It's good, but I definitely value Sandshrew higher. If nothing else, Loveless can be a no-move trade. Save us another bug type or something. I feel like Loveless can definitely get value. Like, I don't think there's any wipe risk here. I think this is fine. I actually lived crit there. Gotta dodge another one though. Unlucky. Punished. That's just gonna happen. Like that's if that sequence of events is like also a death if I sack Love Disc, right? And then go cleanly. This is actually a little bit spooky, right? I don't think I ever lose, but I need chip damage to kill with Sandshrew. Yeah. I should have thought about it a little bit more, I think. Because I think now it's sack Love Disc anyway. Like now there's like no reason to greed. Because now I actually lose the run if this guy crits the Sandshrew, I think. Yeah, I think it's Sandshrew first. We could crit here too. Actually not an Oranberry range. You might see kill on max roll. There's a chance Love Disc lives here. Holy sh... W Quick Claw value. This is like super fun. Honestly, the thing I like most about the Aeron at this point of the game is just having it off the rock smash table. I've been thinking about this, by the way. I have to take some time and talk to some people about this, but I think incorporating the betting more into the stream for like the fights, I think could be cool. I think having a little animation that pops up on the bottom of the screen before a fight that shows like what the bets are like and then shows the payout at the end might make it a little bit more engaging. Because I saw that Point Crow had something like that. I gotta watch more streams, man, legit. Like, every time after the Invitational, after I watch a couple streams, I have like a couple really good ideas for my stuff. The thing that Atrioc has where it like, where you can like pull up a specific chat message that then pops up on screen is really cool too. You know, for like public executions. Alright, Aeron Death is fine. Obviously I'd rather have Love Disc be dead, but like, I think hard Love Disc switch doesn't like guarantee that Aeron lives either there, right? Plus you don't actually get the You don't get the value from the Love Disc Water Pulse that way, usually, because it's oftentimes head smash on the switch in, right? So let's do the Moonstone delay, because I might want Nido over Delcatty before Eterna. So let's not evolve you. We could static for Voltorb in Orbergsea. That's kind of interesting. I've never had Bayleaf or Fluffy at this point, I think. This box is weird, man. It's good, though. We do want to do the, like, Sucker Punch delay on this guy. What is, like, the Delibird power spike at this point? I haven't had this guy in a while. Yeah, it's going to be Goldeen and Ravaged. And then we really need one of the good bulky poison types in Jubilife. I don't think we static for Voltorb just because of that. I think my Mars might be kind of fucked up. There's also a chance I don't get Caestus, I guess, but I guess that's always a chance. Holy Littlefoot is such a good mag name. It's happening! Remember what I prophesized about this nickname theme, guys? Plume-Bob or Slime-Bob? Can I maximize my chances by... Because I think Meowth is here, right? So I could go for, like, nighttime. I think I stay daytime. Spelunk and Mime are pretty good. I don't know if I'm overvaluing the psychic types in this game or not. I've kind of been wondering about that after my VOD reviews. I'm only adding like a 10% dupe chance by going nighttime. I think I like the psychic types. Okay. That would have been Glameow anyway, so... Okay, no Slime Bob, no Plume Bob. This is weird. I don't remember if I've ever had a run that had neither at this point. I probably have, but like not in recent memory at least. All right, what are we calling this? Patreon. Mimi, Krusty, Mr. Ash's dad, Trump, Marcel, Ronald, Chaplin, Pomni, ICP. I think it's Ronald, or actually maybe Ash's dad, because that's the most like Pokemon fandom core. Check IVs. That's pretty decent. It's pretty good, actually.
Jan, what is the secret?
Probably... I was gonna make a book talk joke, but they're not really called that. They're called, like, the Arclight Mirror series or some shit like that. Listen, that's why I don't play Page in fucking Deadlock, okay? I can't do the book talk shit. A court of cock and ball torture is really funny. But I think I'm doing the thing where I'm not letting women enjoy things. It's just cheap smut. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with some cheap smut. It's also like not all porn, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Is this where I go here in case it's boom? Yep. I'm a fucking genius. I don't ever lose their chestnut to this execute. I don't know if this destiny bonded or not. Now it did. I hate this position. I hate that this Munchlax can't hit this Shuppet, and this Shuppet always comes out last. There we go. Secret powered, but I'm paralyzed, so now I'm slower. This sucks. I guess we should call it blundering your chestnut, huh? Which kind of sounds a little bit like a euphemism for jerking off. We gotta bring Monkey for rock smashing. Oh, we got a fish for Caestus now. Hold on. I do love hearing my friends that are really into like book talk stuff talk about the worst stuff that they've read. It's just because hearing people talk about media that they don't enjoy is really fun. And that's why everyone calls me a hater, because it's just that those clips stick in your memory more and also do better on like social media and shit, because they generate more interaction. And then also I, as a content creator, get conditioned to talk about the shitty stuff more. So you've probably heard me like talk Invincible way more times than you've heard me praise Disco Elysium. And it's probably also because I'm irony poisoned and like male socialized, so I'm like gushing about stuff. But I'm not a hater. Sometimes I like watching. I do like hate watching. That's true. I did watch like all of Invincible, even though I hated it after season 2. Gush about something right now. Dude, my girlfriend is so fucking funny. She just says so many things that are so funny and also so fucking true. She sent me this painting by Hieronymus Bosch. And it's this painting of a bird giving a blackberry, not the phone, to what looks like a bunch of damned souls or whatever. And she said, this kind of looks like you. And she always says that like every bird looks like me. So I'm like, only kinda? And then she says, I don't know, the expression is a little too like unreality for you, too unconcerned with the souls of the damned who are being fed by you one blackberry. I think you would like acknowledge them and be like, hey, what's up gamers? Today's another blackberry day, which is such an astute observation and also so insanely funny. All right, this is my first time ever fishing here. The idea is, if you're just catching up, we are skipping Route 218 where I normally get Goldine, because it has really good rod encounters, which you get after Fantina. Specifically, a lot of really good swift swimmers that are really good for the rain route. So we can fish for Goldine instead here, where we would normally rock smash. So we go -1 on the rock smash table and trade that rock smash encounter for a post Fantina swift swim mon. I think that's worth. I think it's also more likely to get Goldine here, actually. It is 95% to get Goldine, and then 4% Slowpoke and 1% Bidoof. And I think Slowpoke is bad. Slowbro evolves from Slowpoke when leveled up with a Shelter in the party. Slowking evolves from Slowpoke with a King's Rock. I don't know how to get either of those things. That should just be Slowpoke's evolution method, though. Can we agree on that? And it should be Slowbro if the Shelter is below in the party, and then it should be Slowking if the Shelter is above. Slowking if you headbutt a Shelter, and battle Slowbro if you tail whip. Ooh, and then the Shelter faints, and you just put the Goldine in the bag, bro. I have no idea what's happening, but I still like watching you strategize. W. Now that's a W, viewer. Why wouldn't this be... Okay, I know what it is. Nobody submitted it here, but I know what the Anubis post here is. Does anyone in chat know what I'm talking about? The fact that nobody is getting it... Ah, finally. Thank you. Yes, Sundark Soldier, you got it. It's... yeah. If people wouldn't get it, it's not Anubis posting. That's definitely not true. Like, when I envision Anubis posting, I'm envisioning you're watching like a Pokemon Let's Play in like 2010, or like one of those old school Nuzlockes, and then you think about what are the most likely nicknames that those Pokemon could have. You guys just don't know about the Seeking yeah memes, man. You weren't there when the scrolls were written. This is not Anubis posting. It is to me. It's not that it's the most obvious name to you. It's that it's the most obvious name to the, like, average member of the online Pokemon community at, like, certain points in time. There is, like, a certain level of, like, iconicism to all of them, obviously, right? But there's also, like, a cringe aspect to it, where it's like you're overdoing it. That's so obvious. And, like, yeah, maybe right now nobody's calling their Seeking yeah anymore. Maybe it's even, you could argue it's circled around to being ball knowledge. But to me, I'm pretty sure I've in my life seen 5 different YouTube Nuzlocks and like 10, I don't know, Wi-Fi battles where there was a Seeking called I don't know why someone's using a Seeking in a Wi-Fi battle. I guess people were doing crazy shit back then, but you know what I mean. Anubis posting Family Feud. Ooh, wait, you're maybe cooking actually. Relaxed Seeking is not great, but also actually not terrible. I kind of don't mind having some physical defense on this. I can't tell what the IVs are. These are the IVs. This thing is pretty fucking dog shit, man. Holy zip code. I don't know, for me, who was like on the internet at the time, I feel like the phrases yeah and Seeking are like, they are linked to a degree in my brain that like if I hear one, I hear the other. It's like a Marco Polo type situation. The truth of the matter is that this nickname theme in particular, but all nickname themes in general, are going to be personally biased by me. The patrons make the suggestions, but at the end of the day, I'm going to pick the one that I think feels the most fitting to both the Pokemon and the nickname theme to me. And to be fair, I did ask, I know what it is here. Can you guys guess it? And like 3 people in chat got it. I'm just saying. A dictatorship? It's more like an oligarchy, where the rich patrons that pay kind of have more say in the matter. But also know that like a sub or a patron is never going to get you looked at favorably when I'm considering if I'm going to ban someone. I literally do not look if someone has a sub icon. Then one of your patrons say, I bought your fucking house in their unban request. And as a patron, they should know that I would never buy real estate. That's what I talk about in like every single Patreon episode of the Dark Rising Egglock that you can go watch right now. Y'all, I forgot to bring a proper counter to this. Hold on. This is aqua jetting, right? Okay. I forgot that that had Mach Punch. That was really f***ing stupid. Have you ever gone fishing? Dude, I'm... Is the stream that bad right now, man? Is it that dog? Is this what we gotta be doing? I'm sorry, guys. I'll lock in, I promise. Okay. Encounter routing for Floroma Town. Really boring. I think the main thing about this run... It's super weird. So, like, I don't have a poison type or a bug type. I will be getting Dust Tox to cover both, which is nice. Don't have a Honey Tree encounter yet because I encountered Starly on the way there, even though I was staticking too. One thing I do want to look at is Valley Girl Windworks. So there is like a thought of using static to try to get like Pichu or Pachirisu. This has to be dog or electric, which is for some reason a 1% there. That has to be dog. The thing is, I just really want Spearow. I could static fish for Chinchu. That's kind of interesting. The problem is, the downside is getting Carvana, which I've never used, but I can absolutely see how this Pokemon is dog. Static does affect fishing specifically in Plat Kaizo. My thought process here is that, like, I just really want the Spearow. I could delay this encounter and come back to it later once I feel like I need something. I can cash this in if I feel like I need Fearow for like Gardenia or something. And I feel like if I'm past Gardenia with Furret alive, I think I would, at that point, I guess I would probably delay for Good Rod for like insanely high Lantern chance. This Pokemon is like really good. I could go for it now. I think it'd be fun. I could also try Carvana. I think one thing to think about right now actually is specifically how am I beating Gyarados? Because I don't have an Azu. Let's get more info on encounters first. All right, what is... Oh, I know what this one is. I think we all know what this one is, right? Shield Dust, please. Calm Nature is decent. Shield Dust is nice. These are okay. I'm like really losing focus, so I'm gonna end here. I feel like I'm about to make like a really stupid mistake I just almost did with the daytime. W stream! Pretty slow. I think I played as good as I could have. Appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Goodbye.